Hello everyone. So I recently did a video where I was like, I'm gonna start getting my spark back series and I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride of how I bring my spark back. And yesterday I have been thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean to get my spark back? I don't know. I have ideas of what I think it should look like, right? If I was to Google or YouTube um, ways to get my spark back, then what I think the girlies, the aesthetic ones, the everyone else, what they would put up and what that would look like people going to the movies, people reading books, people, hobbying or going outside. And I'm like, that doesn't matter though. What I think it looks like is not the point. The point is that I get my spark back, and I don't want to follow a a template or this helped me, or I don't want to follow the norm of somebody getting their spark back. I'm a mom. My son will be 8 in about a month or so. My daughter's 5. I'm a wife. I These things have defined my identity. And I need to remember who I was previously before changing my last name and my first name being taken away and being something else called mommy. So who is she? Like, there were things that I love to do before anything else. And it's the journey. For me, what does it mean to bring my spark back? It's the journey of finding that out that is really bringing my spark back. And so if I was to name one thing off rip that has helped bring a little bit of joy or bring back my spark of like me, I I I would say like getting into K-pop has brought back the teenage fangirl in me in a way that is just like, it's fun. The music is fun, the groups are fun, the fandoms can be fun, because some of y'all, they can be fun. I crochet. I try to do it as a job. I do it as a hobby. But crocheting really helps me, my creative juices flow. And as long as I'm in the pocket, right? If I find the balance or have margins to realize, yes, you make money off this. Yes, you can do this for other people. But it's also something that really brought my spark back. Um, Being outside. I don't go outside as often as I would usually be. I love being outside. I love going for walks. I love being in the sun. Okay? I love being in nature. It's but I will do anything. I remember I went kayaking in college. I went I went camping, like camping. And that's not things that, suburb girlies do. But I did it and it was so much fun. I just want to go back and start experiencing those things again. Last year for my birthday, one of my friends bought me a puzzle because I've been so into puzzles. It's like a 750 piece puzzle. When we were younger, my mom would buy these 1,000 piece puzzles and just leave them out on our dining room table, and people as they came would just come and put a piece in, or we would sit sometimes at night with her and put pieces in. And I enjoy doing that. I love the simplicity of it. I love the time that it takes. And I think that's another thing for me, as like me realizing how to bring my spark back, is that I'm learning that it's the journey and not the end result. I think for a long time I have been rushing to the end result. And I think even just being a believer of Christ and walking with him, that is the biggest thing the Lord is showing me, is that the most important thing is the journey. Lily, the journey is where the spark is. It's not at the end result. It's not at the thing that I was promised. It's not at the finish line. The spark is in the journey. That's how I'm picking it up. So yesterday I went out to the laundromat. Maybe I'll post that video before this one, I don't know. And I went by myself and I didn't take the kids, and it was raining, and I put the clothes in the dryer and I got in my car and I read a book. That's the journey. That's the one step in bringing back my spark. Reading, I have picked up like reading physical books because I would read a lot on my phone. But just back reading books has like brought back my joy. I remember as a kid, a date with my dad was never over if we didn't end up at Barnes and Noble or Borders. Really, Borders. We didn't go to Barnes and Noble a lot. We went to Borders a lot, or Books a Million. And going there with him, it brings a smile back to my face. Like, I'm just smiling just thinking about it. Like, if my dad picked me up on a Saturday and I was due to spend the whole day with him, and we would go to breakfast in the morning, and then he would always have something planned. Like, we would go downtown, or he would take me to somewhere, a museum or the air and water show. My daddy never missed a year of the air and water show or the car show. Like, there was always something on our agenda. And before I went home, it always ended with us at Borders. And I was always like eager to read. I love to read. I love stories. And even though as an adult, I'm super into romance, that's like it's my baseline. A fluffy romance will always get me. But as a kid, I did read, it's not a lot of romance books, but it was a lot of different things. I'm remembering how much I truly enjoy literary fiction, contemporary fiction, and thrillers, even though they give me so much anxiety sometimes. But because I want to get to the end result. Like, no, what is this? What's happening? But it's the joy. It's just the joy. And so, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to press record and say, I'm realizing that I don't want these getting my spark back videos to be so aesthetically pleasing, and them to be so like what I think other people would be. No, these videos are for me. They're for me. They are the journey, so that in 6 months to a year, and I am like full blown blazing because my spark has hit a flame and it ain't died out, I'm gonna be like, oh, it was because of the journey. I can come back to these videos and be like, no, because I took the time out to get up at 7 a.m. and go for a walk and get that morning vitamin D, okay? It was because I created margins for me to sit alone and read a book without being interrupted. It was because I did learn to K-pop dance and I lost a little few pounds and enjoyed the song while doing it, okay? That's how I'm getting my spark back.